I want to learn Wing Chun or whatever. You manipulate the air and shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking,
Hell yeah.
I want to learn that shit. Whatever Steven Seagal knows, I want to learn that shit.
Not much, I don't think.
He'll kick all of our asses.
You're not wrong.
If we laid on the ground with our hands behind our back, he'll kick all our asses.
I bet I could run fast. Yeah.
I fucking loved Steven Seagal movies growing up.
Welcome back to Attempted Delivery. I was just told I have weatherman energy, and that feels fantastic. We have a very special guest with us. We got Carlos Ismael.
What's going on, guys?
Am I saying that right?
Ismael.
Yeah,
without the ish.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, word. There's no H, is there?
No, there's no.
I just read it. Yeah, I'd be reading stuff wrong. That's my bad.
No, it's all right.
Say it again.
Ismael.
That's way cooler than Ishmael. Yeah. Hell yeah. Carlos
It's the Puerto Rican version of Ismael.
Yeah.
Right.
What is Ishmael? Is that like... I feel like isn't that from literature or something?
Moby Dick.
That's
Call
right.
me Ishmael.
Yeah.
That's where you're getting the Ishmael from.
Yeah, well, I'm getting it from Metal Gear Solid, but he got it from Moby
there.
Dick. Yeah.
It all leads back to the same stuff.
Yeah. But yeah, so fresh out of straight out of Lebanon.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Straight out of Lebanon. That's me. 717 till the day I die.
Yeah, you were the founder of 1070.
1075, yeah.
That's what. Yeah. Oh, geez, I'm a great host, by the way.
It's all right.
1075.
Some of us don't do our research. It's cool.
Well, I did. I just forgot it.
No,
You know
it's
what
all
I mean?
good.
You gotta write it down.
I mean, yeah, 1075. I'm the founder of 1075, and 1075 and Friends is our showcase that we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is 1075? I guess if you can give us a little background and.
So the numbers is like something that represents something close to me. I don't want to get into that stuff like right now. It's too early. Too early for that.
Fair enough.
My mom passed away, so those numbers mean something to me and my brothers. And so that's where the 1075 comes from. But I've always wanted to be in like radio and stuff. I've always listened to radio shows and always been a fan of like Charlemagne and Elvis Duran and all those guys. So like that was the avenue for me to jump in. I already watched podcasts. Why not just hop in? And I got stuff to say too.
Hell yeah.
For sure.
And it started off as like an experiment. And then that started in like 2022. And then like around the holidays of 2023, I was like, what if I got on stage? Let me just try it out. Because in high school, I was the guy, like the head of the football team, all that kind of stuff. They always handed me the microphone.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't want it, it was in my hand. So after my mom passed, I like got away from that. And then I started having kids and all that. And I was like, how am I supposed to raise kids to be confident and believe in themselves if I'm sitting here not believing in myself?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I just challenged myself and I was like, hell, let's try it out. And then that's how I got on. That's how I came up with the 1075 and Friends showcase. Because I had my wife does poetry and then I have friends who do music. So I was like, let's put it all together.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So when I start floating like the idea around, there's a bunch of people that are like, it'll never work. You can't do this. You can't do that. So I was like, fuck it. Feet on the ground. Let's do it.
That's kind of when you know you're doing the right thing.
Yeah, exactly. When some people are telling you can't do it. Yeah.
Right.
Plus, like Lebanon has like a bad rap with the nightlife. So
Yeah. Just like a lack of nightlife, or
there's minimal spots to go, and the spots that you do go, you bump into the same people every weekend, and then it's like comedy clubs. You get sick of the same people and same shit all the time. Some people rub you the wrong way, and then they pick at you, especially when alcohol's involved.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So we were talking about like the pandemic and stuff. During the pandemic, they opened up like a comedy club out there, and it just became like a nightclub spot. There was no comedy going on there. There was like no open mics. Yeah, there was nothing going on. So that got shut down. And I kind of like took it upon me to be like, we're in the right spot. Like we're between Reading, where the Santander Arena is at, Hershey, where the theater and all that is at, Harrisburg. We're around all these surrounding areas where all these big comics come anyway. Why can't we build something here of our own?
Yeah, for sure.
So I started off with poetry, comedy, and music, but then I leaned hard into comedy. And then that's when I started like meeting everybody and bringing them in. And the shows have been like successful and stuff, but there's still a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah,
Sure.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited. We're doing it this weekend on the 14th on Valentine's Day.
Yep.
Nice.
Do you always do one on Valentine's Day too?
Well, that's the thing. When I came up with it, it was like Thanksgiving weekend or whatever, and I texted my friends and I was like, "Hey, let's try one for March." And they're like, "Fuck that! Why not February? Why not Valentine's weekend?" My brother said, and I was like, "All right, challenge is a challenge." So we started off February 17th, 2024, and that first night we sold 150 tickets at the door.
Nice.
And from there, it was just like, oh, I'm addicted to this. So we were doing it quarterly and stuff, but Valentine's Day happens to be like the anniversary date. So we just do it. This is our 3rd year in a row doing a Valentine's Day
awesome.
gig. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about it. Yeah, Jesse hooked us up. Yeah, we've only met like a couple times.
Yeah, we bumped into each other at comedy clubs. My first time on stage, you actually did a real nice thing. When I got off stage, you pulled me aside and you were like, "Hey, keep trying it. Like you're not there yet, but you're getting there."
Yeah.
You didn't say it in those words, but you said it like that, and it was like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting recognized on my first day. That feels good."
I'm nice as shit, dude. I didn't even know I did that.
It's like being in a
crazy.
new school where you're trying to make friends and shit. So
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
That-
well,
that
I was
was
gonna say
nice.
Jesse hooked us up. It's like almost like a blind date. He's probably sitting there listening right now, like, damn, I hope they get along.
yeah, for real. Nah, he texted me and gave me the rundown. He's like, "You're gonna be fine, dude. Just go in there, be yourself." Nah, but Jesse's the man.
Yeah, he's the shit.
That's been part of the fun of this podcast. When it first started, we would like get to know somebody and then be like, "Do you want to come do our podcast?"
Yeah.
Like sheepishly, but now like we've kind of been branching out to more people and get to meet cool people who are doing shit. You know what I mean? So it's been really cool to just see what's happening in the scene. So what spots are you hitting? Like the Zone? Like have you been hitting the Zone at all? Or?
Yeah, I go to the Zone every time I can get a chance away from my kids.
Sure.
But I go to the Zone. I've done POV. I've done the Joe Almond up at the
Ridge Run.
Ridge Run.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I've done a few mics here and there. One of my favorite showcases that I've been on is the Keith 2 Times one up in Philadelphia.
Alrighty.
It's like
not familiar with that one.
yeah, it's like in like the gay neighborhood of Philadelphia.
Nice.
So the crowd is already packed with a whole bunch of different people. So it's fun. Like the room is, you go there with just the expectation of telling jokes.
Yeah,
People don't care about anything else. Just tell your jokes. So it's real fun and set up real nice. Yeah, now I'm at a point where I can like branch out to do more shows.
Nice.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was just gonna say who were kind of like some of your influences as far as comedy, like
Growing up,
who were you, growing up, and then when you kind of started getting into it, who you know what I mean? Who?
yeah. So like growing up, I would watch like Chris Rock and like Bill Bellamy and all those guys, the kings of comedy.
Yeah.
And then I would just be like a casual fan of like Jeff Dunham, Tosh, and all those guys. Just a fan of the comedy and all the
I love
sketch
when you put
shows.
those two together. Like it'd be like those guys. Like it's like a tour. Like Jeff Dunham and Tosh on a tour together.
I mean, like the Comedy Central guys, like the
Yeah.
bunch that you would lay down and watch TV at night and watch those guys.
Yeah, it is funny. I do feel like they popped around the same time, so they were like always on. Especially Jeff Dunham. They fucking ran his stuff.
Yeah,
always.
I feel like it was only his specials on that.
I feel like they made $1 million off of him.
Yeah,
Just like you could pop on TBS, and at any point in the day, Shawshank Redemption is probably on.
Yeah, exactly.
Any time of day you pop on Comedy Central is probably Jeff Dunham.
you throw TNT on, it's Independence Day by Will Smith, just in a loop, on and on and on. But as far as like my peers, like people I look up to now, one person that took me under his wing like early was Matt Moyer. I have a lot of respect for him, no matter like what everybody else says. But I have a lot of respect for him because he looks out for the people that are like that look out for him. So like we met through our first show. I had paid him to come out because I didn't know any comedians. I had paid him to come out. He came out. He looked out, and then ever since then he's been coming out for free and just hooking us up. But I really admire Jesse James just because he's a grinder, man. He grinds day in and day out.
He always has fucking funny material. Like it's,
Yeah, and it's not even the material either. Just casually talking to him too. Like he rips on podcasts. You get him in front of a mic, and he's just a performer. It's like he puts the hat on. He's like, "Hey."
Yeah, you gotta watch out. Don't bring up 9/11 though, because that's the podcast.
Oh no, that's his favorite.
That's the rest of the podcast. If you love you, Jesse.
He's like, I fuck with 9/11. I heard that earlier today. But then, but like I really fuck with you guys. There's a lot of guys at the Zone that I admire, like Alex Webb and those guys. Just guys that I've become friends with through the 1075 and Friends shows. But there's also guys that I haven't even met yet that I admire just because they're out there grinding. You can see them on different flyers all the time. You see their name popping up. And there's a lot of guys that don't get along. So I'm not choosing sides. I'm just saying I'm friends with everyone. I'm here. I'm neutral. All right.
Don't worry. We're not asking who's your least favorite local comic anymore. We've gotten away from doing that.
I was just trying to get away from that question. I knew that question was next.
Well, originally it was to make people take a shot of Malort, but then people just were openly willing to talk shit and take the shot of Malort, so it like kind of backfired on us.
The exact opposite of what was supposed to be.
Oh no, I take a shot of that, I'm gonna have acid reflux for the next 3 days.
It's not good. So many people like it. It's like, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how they like it. It's crazy.
Only time I'll ever try that is if I'm in Chicago.
That's fair. When in Rome.
Yeah, when in Rome, but nah. So that's a note of the shot, by the way, guys. Nah.
So 4 kids.
Yeah.
How is it balancing that? I mean, obviously it's tough. Like I have trouble with just one, so I can't imagine with 4. How is it just trying to balance it? It seems like you got a lot going on too. You know, I mean, as far as the 1075 and the
it comes down to the rock star wife that I got. To be honest, she really takes care of stuff at home, and she makes all the flyers and all the stuff. So all the awesome graphic designs and stuff that we have, all the merch, everything, she does it for me.
Oh yeah,
she just lets me handle all the heavy lifting.
Yeah,
I'll wake up at 5 a.m., go to work, do all the heavy lifting, and she'll take care of all the details.
Nice. What do you do outside of here? Like, we're mail carriers, obviously. So what do you do if you don't?
Oh, I don't do anything fun. I'm a lead in a warehouse of a French toast factory.
Oh, okay.
So all the French toast all the kids eat in schools and shit. We're
specifically French toast.
Yeah, specifically French toast.
That's crazy.
One side of the factory is like sandwiches and shit, but I'm specifically a French. I know all the boxes, all the brands. I know all the numbers. Nice. I know all of that. Yeah.
That actually sounds more fun than being a mail carrier. Are you guys hiring?
Yeah, actually we are, but the pay is shit, so you don't want it. You guys get better benefits.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're just like one step of removed. We just deliver the French toast. It's not really that different.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I worked in FedEx for a long ass time, so I dealt with like shipping and receiving and all that. So
yeah, for sure.
But that was working outside for too long. It's hard on your joints. Yeah,
that's for sure. Especially in this weather. Shit.
How old are you guys?
43.
43?
I'm 32.
All right, I'm 31, so nice. We're all there.
Yeah. We're all old enough.
Some of us more than others.
Yeah.
I'm just messing, yeah.
I don't know how he does it.
I won't be here sooner than you guys.
Now, how old's your daughter?
2.
2? All right, yeah, so you're right in the thick of it.
Oh, yeah.
Still waking up in the middle of the night?
No, actually, she's mostly always been pretty good about sleeping through the night.
I'm so jealous.
She's been pretty good.
My daughter's 6 and she still climbs in my bed.
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No, she just recently started in preschool. But yeah, mostly sleeps through the night. I mean, she can be, don't get me wrong, she can be a little terrorist sometimes, but like, for the most part, she's cool.
Good. That's good.
What kind of interests, like outside of comedy? Like I for a long time like play guitars and bands, showing like skateboards. Like what other kind of non-comedy things are you into?
So like my grandpa raised me to be like a country guy. So I like fishing and stuff like that. Nice. I've never been hunting here in America, but we go to Puerto Rico all the time, and he owns a bunch of land out there, and we've hunted like pigs, we've gone fishing, we've killed chickens, all types of good stuff. So
that's sick.
Yeah.
I imagine hunting chickens, like fucking hiding, waiting for a chicken to come by.
Nah, they're just walking around the yard. You take a frying pan and smack that motherfucker in the back of the head.
Yeah, we have chickens at my house, and we don't eat any of them. We just eat the eggs. They're pets. My girl's nice. She's like, no, we bury them. We bury our dead.
No, in Puerto Rico, we eat everything that's
for sure. Yeah.
That's available. Nah, yeah.
Yeah, I told her at some point I want to get a farm. Here, it's just right now, land's so fucking expensive. It's
way
insane.
Too expensive.
I don't even know. Yeah, I don't know when that's going to come down, if ever. But I told her, I'm like, we might have to start eating our chickens. She's like, okay.
You're just gonna have to recycle them.
Yeah.
Just don't name them first, and it'll be easier.
Yeah.
That's the problem with women; they get too attached to things.
Yeah.
No, that's dinner, honey. That's what that is.
We have them too long. They do have names. They have many names. Yeah, I'm trying to get cows and stuff too. That'd be sick.
Oh yeah, I want one of those like furry cows. I don't know what they're called.
They're sick. Yeah,
the Highland cows or whatever they're called. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that actually might be what they're called too. Yeah, those are sick. Yeah, they're like they have a lot of them in Europe and stuff. I think. Yeah. They look like I think I saw someone online. It's like an emo cow or whatever. I think they pulled up to one and it had like bangs.
Bangs, yeah.
And they pulled up to it and was playing like, where are you? Just fucking like.
I've seen those videos, the emo cat. Yeah. They're hilarious.
My favorite Instagram account is this guy who came from New York. He came from like inner city New York and he bought 2 of those cows.
Yeah.
So it's just him fucking with the cows, like rolling hay out. Like, hey, I just figured out that they got to eat this all winter to stay alive. It's funny as shit.
So you mentioned Puerto Rico. If you don't mind me asking, what were the thoughts on the halftime show?
I knew this was coming up. Oh my god, nah. I think he did a great thing for the culture. All the people that are making a big deal out of it are just afraid of change, which is natural human shit. Right. But he did a big thing for the culture. My thing is, as a Puerto Rican and being a big fan of him throughout his whole career, I feel like there was room for more.
Okay.
Like, I get what he was doing and I get the message he sent, but there was room for more because he has songs with so many other artists. Like, I don't understand the Lady Gaga part.
I didn't even realize that was Lady Gaga.
I didn't either till like halfway through the song.
Somebody told me yesterday.
And then I thought Bruno Mars was going to hop out with his guitar or some shit, but he's stuck in a Vegas jail somewhere. He can't leave.
Paying off the grand.
Yeah.
I didn't know if Lady Gaga was there to like soften it for the white people to like, oh, there's one of us that.
Nah, if they did that, they would have used Sydney Sweeney probably. That would have made more sense.
Yeah, but she's not a musician. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she just shows her tits.
But yeah, I like legitimately. I mean, I feel like Lady Gaga changes her appearance every few years, so I didn't recognize her at all. But
yeah, I didn't realize that was her either. But there was a lot of like subliminal shit in the background, like guys grinding on each other and shit that I wasn't very fond of.
I didn't even take notice of.
I only saw it because it was slow motion. That's why I said it didn't bother me in the moment. The performance was beautiful.
Yeah,
for what it stood for, it was great. I loved it.
The level of production was wild, like with the whole sets with like the small towns and the storefronts, and that was wild. I feel like it was the only interesting thing about the Super Bowl because that game was boring as fuck.
So yeah, the Super Bowl game was horrible, but
and there weren't even like good commercials either. Like
no, the commercials were mid.
It was like
the first commercial was like, "Hey, go kill yourself." It was like, "What the fuck? What are we doing here?"
And I could not stop laughing at the fucking rah America of the horse like nurturing this little baby chicken. Like
don't hate on the
eagles.
Don't hate on the Budweiser.
That was the
commercials.
most ridiculous fucking thing. Like
that was the most American thing ever.
Come on, their commercials are always like that.
Ugh.
It was fine. No, it was like trying to be cute, and it wasn't that cute. I like the ones with the dog better, to be honest with you. The Budweiser dog commercials.
Nah, the horses are like the mascot of Budweiser.
Those were like that's like one of the better commercials. I feel like so many of them were just like whatever.
I don't know. I feel like he was one step away from Kid Rock riding that horse and launching the eagle himself. Like,
but the same thing I'm saying about the halftime show, the commercials left us with something like wanting more. Because where was the like notorious Doritos commercial this year?
Right.
Doritos and Pepsi always go ham.
Yeah.
I didn't see Kendall Jenner out there with the fucking can or nothing. They did a polar bear one?
Yeah, the polar bear one where he's like blind taste testing. He's supposed to tell a difference between like Coke and Pepsi, I think.
Oh, I must have been in the bathroom.
Probably because of the old school polar bear Coke commercial.
Yeah, and then he picked the Pepsi and like got pissed because they tricked him or whatever. I don't know. It was kind of dumb, but
Jamie, pull it up.
Yeah, Jamie, pull it up. Yeah, and like the T-Mobile one with the Backstreet Boys was like, what the fuck? Like, is this really what we're doing?
Yeah, I think Backstreet Boys is played out.
Yeah,
we brought them back for Deadpool. We should just let them go back.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, they can go back home. It's fine.
We don't need them anymore.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think. The Liquid Death one was like, all right. The one with like their heads are exploding or whatever.
You saw way more than I did because all I saw was a bunch of political commercials.
I mean, I saw like what I just said, and that's like it.
Oh, all right.
There were so many that were like, this is just a regular commercial. It's not special.
I'm surprised Trump didn't just get on the commercials and be like, "Hi, I'm your president." Because at that point, that's all I saw. It was just like all political shit, just to like combat the halftime show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they had like the Israel one. It's like, yeah, man, we know we're not supposed to hate Jews. I get it.
Oh, is that the one with the black kid that that took the blue square and put it on the book bag? That was fucking insane.
There was like he had a sign that said like, I think it said like "Dirty Jew" or something on the back.
Whoa.
On his back. Walking
I missed that one.
Damn, do I remember all the commercials?
No, I remember that one.
And he's walking through school and he has like a sticky note on his back. I think it says like it said "Dirty Jew"
and everybody's like, "Should we tell him? Should we tell him?" And his black friend comes up and slaps conveniently, his black friend comes up and slaps a blue square over the sticky note. First of all,
why not just take the fucking sticky note off?
Yeah, first of all, why not take the sticky note off? Second off, only your best friend is going to write something like that and put it on your back.
Yeah, that was him. He did it.
It was the black guy. That's the only reason he showed up and took it off.
He's like, oh man, I feel bad about that. Now they're roasting him.
Yeah, so he walked all the way down the hallway and nobody took it off. Holy shit.
I got to put this bright blue sticky note on him now. Yeah, it was just goofy. And then he put it on himself and they walked away. It was all sweet. It's like, this feels like a lot. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why specifically was this year so controversial? Because he wasn't the first like Latin American person to like Shakira did it.
Well, because I guess he doesn't speak English or whatever, and all of his songs are in Spanish.
True, but he's still like a Puerto Rican. It's American citizen. Like where?
Yeah.
It's the
Shakira.
activism.
I don't remember where Shakira was from, but she's
from Spain. I think
Spain.
Yeah.
Okay, so like,
have you seen Shakira?
Yeah,
you want to know where they are?
She was shaking ass. So
true. I'm just yeah.
The outrage comes from his activism.
Okay.
So like. There's been I don't want this to be the Bad Bunny hour, but
no, not at all. No, I wasn't trying to turn it into that.
You're good. I just want to explain so you guys can understand and maybe others can understand as well.
For sure.
Throughout his career, he started off at 18 years old in the music industry. And of course, when you grow up as a man, you're going to have different views in life. So all the stuff with him wearing a dress and all this stuff, that was activism towards a transgender woman getting beat in one of these Latin American countries. And there was no justice for her. Mm-hmm. So he started putting her name out there and getting more attention on it and got her the justice she deserved. After that, with the whole ICE thing, let's just fast forward to now. With the whole ICE thing, he's saying fuck ICE, fuck America.
Right.
Not pretty much fuck America, but fuck Trump.
Right.
And then he was like,
fuck what America is doing.
Exactly. Instead of doing an American tour, I'm just going to do a tour in Puerto Rico and bring the tourism and the economy up in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So he went and did that and sold out maybe 30 shows and had people coming from all over the world. Wow. And this place is called El Coliseo, El Choli. So this is like a big stadium that has been hosting events for years and years and years. Mm-hmm. And he sold that out every night that he did a show. And that little house that you saw, that was his grandma's house his house growing up. Mm-hmm. Okay. And he would just bring legends out every night, like people that he was beefing with in the industry, just bringing them out and showing Puerto Rico like it's bigger than all of us. Mm-hmm. Wow. So as a human, you want to hate someone who's progressed in life and also trying to progress his people in life. Right. As a human, it doesn't matter color, creed, race, whatever. As a human, sometimes when you're jealous, you can't help but to be jealous. So that's what it came down to, was his activism and him making a statement with his platform. Mm-hmm. And then people being like, wait a minute, he's anti-American. And then the narrative started getting ran with.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he also in the show said, God bless America. That was the only thing I understood.
Yeah, because
I speak Spanish.
he has a bunch of connections like in New York and Miami and places like that. Yeah, so he's not going to say fuck America. Yeah. Right. We've made him into who he is. All the Puerto Ricans who live here in America have fought for this kid since he was a baby himself.
Yeah.
People talk about him and say his full name like he's their cousin and shit. I don't have that connection because I grew up here, so I have different standards. I'm still proud of who I am and where I come from. Mm-hmm. But some people like came from the island and have lived here and are like, hey, that could have been me.
Yeah,
the little island that we come from, that could have been me. So yeah, I think that's where the divide came from, and then people just ran with it.
Yeah. I saw. Manny posted a really nice thing, like being able to watch that with his daughter was really like special, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, because it showed up. It showed a lot of our culture. It wasn't just him running through the football field. It was a girl getting her hair braided, or guys dance battling on the corner and stuff like that. People were just seeing ass shake and all that, but. And then the
That's funny because I didn't even know. I didn't see. There were people talking about it, ass shaking and stuff? I didn't even see much of that. Really.
Yeah, some people were like, "We too."
I guess I was looking at that the the set. You know
Yeah,
what
the
I
set
mean?
was fire.
I was looking at all
The
the
trees
stuff.
moving and shit.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people complaining about a lot of shit, but I don't want to make this the Bad Bunny hour. Let's get back to comedy or something.
Yeah, why don't we? I've been wanting to ask people this. So pretend comedy doesn't exist. What's like dream job? Like, what would you be doing? Comedy doesn't exist. So it's like, obviously our dream would be like, fucking hey, I could be like full-time comedian. Like that's what I do. But pretend that doesn't exist. What would?
So
what
the
would you
thing
be
is,
doing?
I'm not even like comedy's not the number one goal.
Okay.
My goal is more behind the camera, like producing and shooting specials and all that stuff. I got on stage to learn how to be myself again and like be unapologetically me. If I can do that in a room full of strangers, then I can tell other people, hey, this is how you should say this, or this is how you should do that. If I'm going to be behind the camera and I'm shooting your special, I can't tell you, hey, this joke doesn't fit here if I've never been on stage to know where a joke fits at. So my whole thing is I'm crafting bits and stuff in order and trying to get stuff down because I'm trying to learn the process, like from the raw beginning all the way up to the end, so I can be able to be behind the camera and shoot specials and direct and shoot films and do all this stuff.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's sick. So I guess director is your dream.
Yeah, director slash producer. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Just being behind the camera and like giving people pointers on how to make things look good.
All right.
I like editing. I like audio. I like it all. So
Nice.
So it sounds like you were saying, like you were the guy, like in high school, like handing you the mic. Was that always kind of comfortable for you, like talking in front of people? Or?
hell no.
You would just do it anyway when they handed it to you?
I grew up in a Puerto Rican family. I was told to shut up every time I opened my mouth. And then being in a school where it's like a mixture of everybody, but I got a white coach, a bunch of white teammates and stuff. I'm playing a white sport predominantly at that time. There wasn't many Puerto Ricans playing. So it was just like, oh, we have this kid who's a leader on the field. Maybe he could be a leader for the rest of the school. So like at pep assemblies and shit, they just be like, yeah. Now some words from our captain. And I just be like, we're going to go out there, we're going to kick their butts. I don't know. And then walk out. But it was always stuff like that. And then I've always been forced into roles that I didn't necessarily want to be in. So I'm used to being uncomfortable. Like my guidance counselor was real big on like sending me to places I didn't belong in. Like places I didn't think I belonged in. Like I was in a junior achievement award or like ceremony type of thing when I was in high school, my junior year. And they even shot like a commercial with me and shit. Yeah. And my fear of success made me not get that paper signed for them to release the commercial.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What was the commercial for?
It was just like, hey, junior achievement helped me succeed and learn how to blah, blah, blah or whatever. Yeah.
You do well in school?
Up until 6th grade, because I had all A's up until 6th grade when I met other kids from other parts of town. And then I was just like, oh, this is cool. And then I started smoking weed and doing other shit and found out what pussy was. And, but
it's all downhill from there.
Yeah. My grades were afloat all the way up until like 9th grade. And then I graduated with the 1.8 just because I was lazy.
Damn, another one that's under me? That's sick.
Yeah.
Dude, you and Andrew Pollock are the only people that have a lower GPA than me.
And what's crazy is I was getting recruited by schools to play football and shit.
What position did you play?
I played offensive line and defensive line, so you can plug me in.
Patriots could have used you on Sunday.
No, I think I would have done worse than Will Campbell. I would have got my ass kicked.
Would you tumbled backwards like that dude every fucking play?
Hell yeah, those guys are big, dog.
Yeah, they're fucking huge.
And they're coming at you full speed.
Who's your team?
I'm a Falcons fan.
Okay,
that's random.
Yeah, I don't really like to talk about it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Tom Brady gave us a belt whooping one time. And we haven't been the same since.
So you were happy with the Super Bowl?
No, the Super Bowl was all right. I was actually rooting for the Patriots because I'm a Vrabel fan.
I like that dude, yeah.
And I thought Drake May was going to be the MVP this year. But I'm really bad at betting, so don't take my advice.
Dude, I had like $30 left in my FanDuel account. Sponsor us. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna finish out and do these bets or whatever. I bet a parlay that was never gonna hit. That it would have made like
plus 1 million.
It was some shit. It would have been like $1,500, but there's no way I ever would have hit. And then I did like a few other ones. I did Drake May to get the first touchdown Because I was like, he scrambles. It's going to be, I knew it was going to be a close game.
I did that one too, and it didn't happen.
Yeah, it's funny that you did too. And, but then the one I did the last touchdown being, I did two different ones. One for the Seahawks defense and one for the Patriots defense. Fucking towards the end of that game, the Patriots got that pick six. I'm like, don't do anything else. Just fucking stop. Come on, Seahawks. And they fucking didn't. They ended up scoring another touchdown. I'm like, God damn it.
I did one, and actually, that just reminded me because I haven't looked back into it. It said that I lost. I did one. I didn't even know this was a bet that was possible, but when I saw it, I was like, I'm doing that just for fun. It was a bet that any field goal or extra point attempt would be a doink, like hitting the and one did. Am I crazy, or did they call that play back?
I don't remember it.
Because I remember me and Kate were saying, like, oh, shit, it actually happened. I made, like, it would have been 35 on a $5 bet, so it wasn't crazy. But I just thought it was hilarious. But I got to look back at, like, why I lost that one, because we definitely saw it bounce off the...
Some of those bets be bullshit anyway.
Yeah, maybe it didn't doink loud enough.
Yeah, it didn't hit off the right one. You chose the left side. It was supposed to doink off the right.
Right.
Yeah, you should have picked heads. You picked tails. You fucked up.
Purple Gatorade, not yellow.
Oh, I forgot they do.
Yeah, they do that.
They do all that stupid shit.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, because I would have won like I think $150 if the Patriots defense would have been the last touchdown score. I'm like, damn it, dude! I couldn't believe it. When they did it, I'm like, and there was too much. I knew it wasn't gonna hit. There was too much time left.
There's like 5 minutes left in the game.
Something like that. It was like way too much time. I was like, they might come back still. Like they still have a chance in today's NFL.
Hell yeah. But not with these onside kick rules. These onside kick rules suck.
Yeah, it's weird.
You got to announce it every time.
Yeah, I don't understand the purpose of that. I never heard a reason for that. Like an explanation.
I think they're trying to I think it's all under the guise of preventing injuries, but I don't know. Like,
but onside kick injuries? I get the kickoff thing.
Look up some onside kick highlights from back in the day, dog. Yeah. They were lighting people up.
Smash.
They were because
all right, I gotta look at that.
You get a 10-yard head start, you just running full force.
Yeah.
These guys
fucking trying to catch the ball.
Yeah, these guys are like, oh, you get a full shot? No, hell no.
All right, fair. That's fair.
You get a Myles Garrett running straight at you.
Did you ever take or give any crazy hits playing football?
Yeah, my senior night, there's one that I always think about often because there was this Mexican kid on this team from E-Town, and he was me and my left tackle would speak Spanish to each other because my left tackle was dumb as rocks, and he never knew the play. So I would talk to him in Spanish, and the one time this guy in front of us was like, "Hey, güey, I'm Mexican." I'm like, "Fuck, we're fucked, bro."
Our secret weapon.
So I had to take this kid out. So on a punt, I was the guy that stands right in front of the punter. My job was to step up and hit the person that comes through the A gap.
Yeah.
So he came through the A gap. I hit him, and then I did like we called it a trash block, where we called it a trash man, where we just like linger off, and when he's not looking, you come back and just clean his shit. This was when this was legal, so so I did kind of that, and then our returner kind of broke it, and I was like, oh shit, he's coming my way. As soon as this Mexican kid turned his head, I took his whole face off. It was just like, wow. And then he was out for the rest of the game, and we got to talk Spanish again.
That's genius, man. They should just teams should start calling plays in fucking Latin. Something nobody would speak.
It was just because he was so dumb, man. It's like zone right. Hey, what's the play? Zone right. What am I doing? Going right, bro. What do you mean? Let's just step right and hit somebody.
Was there another lineman too?
Yeah, he was the left tackle.
Yeah.
The most important person on the line. He was the left tackle. He didn't know shit. But he was athletic as hell, so.
Hell yeah.
But I also did coach football too. I went back to my alma mater when I was 21, and I coached football there too. So I've seen some crazy hits also.
Nice.
The craziest hit I've seen was one of my teammates my junior year. He was a senior, and it was a rainy game, and it was when we were on defense. He was playing D end, and the quarterback like scrambled out, and one of our guys came and hugged the quarterback by his hips, so he was just like standing there, and this kid is 320 pounds, running full speed at him, and he cracked him so hard that the paint from his helmet chipped up into the sky. And he came back. Our helmets were white. He came back. This whole thing was like blue. I was just like, God damn, Justin, you need to go see the doctor right now, bro. That was the craziest hit I've ever seen.
Wow.
You guys play sports?
No, I skateboard. So, but that's
growing up, I did. I'd play baseball, not very well, but yeah, play baseball, like Little League baseball. Yeah.
Okay.
Not very well, but
No, I mean, I was all hard work. It wasn't talent at all. It was just like grind it out. Me versus you, I'm going to win every time.
Fair enough. I mean, I guess you can count it. I did like martial arts from like 5th grade through 9th grade, but all that has like gone. Like I kind of want to get back into it. I think we talked about that a little bit. But yeah, I don't know if that counts.
You guys look like you guys would be really good at jiu-jitsu. Like you go into a gym, you guys get looked at like, I'll roll with him.
Yeah,
he just comes in there. Go to sleep, motherfucker.
The one I took, it's been kind of frustrating. The one I took was a combination of ninjutsu and taijutsu. No. Ninjutsu and taijutsu. And I'm trying, being that I want to get back into it, I've been looking for that same thing, and I can't find one anywhere. It's all
that's all going to be
It's all
Brazilian jiu-jitsu.
I did find one kung fu place, and I was like, that sounds cool. I might be into that if I can't find a ninjutsu taijutsu place.
I want to learn Wing Chun or whatever. You manipulate the air and shit. Just fucking,
hell yeah.
I want to learn that shit. Whatever Steven Seagal knows, I want to learn that shit.
Not much, I don't think.
He'll kick all of our asses.
You're not wrong.
If we laid on the ground with our hands behind our back, he'll kick all our asses.
I bet I could run fast. Yeah.
I fucking loved Steven Seagal movies growing up. I think that's why I started doing karate, because I just loved those movies. He would just be like all the bones cracking and shit.
And then you grow up and you realize it was all it was WWE.
Yeah.
Nah, I still go back and watch that kind of shit. Teach show my kids like, look, you keep fucking with me, that's what's gonna happen.
I trained this for years. I got brothers.
Yeah, exactly. How many siblings you got?
I only have I have 2 brothers. Two brothers and 2 sisters. One and 3 of them are half. One's both.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. You had to think for a second.
Only white people talk like that. Like half brother. That's too much.
Well, I didn't know him for years.
Too much. Oh, okay.
It was like
that makes sense.
Yeah, like I met my other brother when I don't even remember. I mean, I might have met him younger, but like I didn't really know him well until I was out of high school or whatever. Like maybe I don't know, 20 something.
Even still, I think we still say that's my brother. He just got another dad.
Yeah. That would be a quicker way to say it. That would have been yeah. I just had to think for a second.
Nah. How about you?
One brother.
One brother?
Older,
okay.
Yeah. He's like 3 years older.
Okay. He used to kick your ass all the time?
Yeah, we fought a lot, but there was never like a direct ass. Like I got some good shots on him, but he got a lot of good shots on me too. But yeah.
It's always tit for tat.
We didn't get along until like I was like well into my 20s.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was.
I got like 10 more years of this shit then.
How about you, siblings?
I got too many to count. I grew up with cousins in the house too, so altogether it was 7 of us in the house.
Yeah.
And then I got like half siblings from my dad's side. I got 3 over there. So altogether 10 siblings that I grew up with.
All right.
Yeah. It's too many.
Do you get along with all of them? Some of them? Most of them?
Yeah, I mean, since my mom passed, we don't really like get together and stuff. I live with my siblings now that are my mom's kids, just for the moment. I live with them. It's like every normal siblings. We get on each other's nerves and shit, but they treat my kids well. My kids love them, so that's really all that matters to me these days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm trying because my closest sibling is 10 years older than me.
Oh,
so that's
shit.
another reason. Like it's not that close because we were all adults.
Yeah.
They were adults before I was even fucking in high school.
Yeah, they were changing your diapers and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a friend, he had 4 brothers, and it was like their ages were like 36, 34, 32, 30, and me and him were 14. He was like, I was most certainly an accident. Like,
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
That was an anniversary date.
Yeah.
They went to the Poconos for a weekend, came back with you.
Yeah, I was for sure an accident. I think I was trying to do the math. I'm terrible with ages. I think me and Lori were talking about. I think my mom was. I always thought she was in her 40s when she had me, but I think she might have been like 36 or something, which isn't as crazy as I thought it was.
No, now that you're reaching it, it's not as crazy.
Yeah, yeah,
You're like, shit, I'm going to be that tomorrow. That's not crazy.
Yeah, so I don't know. No, I was just, I tried this joke last night. Me and Drew were talking, and we were like, I was like, my dad's so bad at gambling. He said that, my dad said he was wearing a condom when my mom got pregnant. Like, that's how bad at gambling he is. That he fucking couldn't even beat 99% fucking odds.
You were that, she poked holes in it. That's what happened.
Yeah, right.
She said, I'm going to get this motherfucker tonight.
Yeah, I was a surprise for sure.
You guys were surprises. I was just a series of bad decisions. My mom was 19, and my dad lied to her and said he was 19, but he was 16.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
So,
Well, it's better than the other way around, so.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nobody's mad at that.
No, except for these days, everybody's like, you guys brothers? No, that's my dad. He spent most of his life in a jail cell, too, so he's well preserved. Oh, shit. Yeah. He looks younger than I do.
That's funny. Less stress. No wrinkles. It's crazy.
He's got everything done for him. They do his laundry. They do his fucking... They cook his meals. They tell him when to wake up, when to go to bed. Shit, if my life was scheduled out like that, I'd be fine.
Yeah.
Is he out, still in, or I mean?
No, he's out now.
If you don't want to talk about it, we don't. Want to.
No, we can talk about it. I'm an open book. I just didn't want to start the podcast on a somber note with my mom's stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I know how this goes. People would be like, turning this off.
No, I'm bummed out now. Fucking 10 seconds in.
But yeah, my dad's out. We talk from time to time, but I still set boundaries.
Fair enough.
He wasn't there when I was growing up, so it's not like I owe him anything.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know him. He was locked up my whole childhood. My mom did it on her own. My stepdad was there, but he was also working all the time. So my mom did it on her own. The only person I owe anything to is her.
Right.
And my grandma as well, because she was there. But yeah, we talk. We're more friends than anything, like acquaintances.
Okay.
Yeah. I talk to you guys more than I've talked to my dad this week. So
Fair enough.
Well, I talked to you more than I talked to my dad this week too. So
there you go.
it's not hard to accomplish. What's it called? I was listening to your first episode of the 1075 podcast. On what's the studio called?
We're at Create Collab Studios.
Create Collab Studios. Okay.
Yeah, those are the people that run Night Look out of Harrisburg.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so they did like all the photography for the Shane show, and they do all the big events that happen and stuff.
That was the first time I saw him there. I always know, like, because I always see their posts or their pictures on like the Comedy Zone whatever website.
Yeah,
I'm like, when did they take these pictures? I'd never seen him, and then he was finally there for that weekend.
Yeah, that was I got that by luck. Shout out to Jesse. But.
Yeah, Jesse hooked a lot of people up. I know he threw out a lot of text messages.
Yeah, I was asleep when he sent it, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Oh, damn!
And I bought it half asleep. Just sent it out to everybody else. They're like, "Yo, it was sold out." I was like, "That's your fault. I bought mine."
Yeah, I was hosting that weekend, so I was there. Luckily, because I don't know if I would have been looking at my phone, but like Jesse texted me, but I also got the notification on my phone. Like the email or whatever I get every time Eventbrite posts anything.
Yeah. Shane Gillis is coming to town.
Yeah. Yeah,
I was only able to go because you were on it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I called you. Yeah, because it was on a Tuesday, so I was like, dude, do you want to reschedule the podcast?
Yeah. You got to reschedule for things like that.
Yeah.
That's a once in a lifetime thing to see Shane in a room that has 150 to 200 people.
Yeah.
When he's selling out arenas.
Yeah.
And he was just up there having fun. He wasn't up there with like scripted shit. He was just like, hey, I'm going through it, guys.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was a really sick show. Yeah, at this point, I don't even try to go to the big shows anymore just because it's such a pain in the ass to go to like a theater or like a stadium. I mean, anything.
So expensive.
It's expensive, but then comedy's like the cheapest, but
yeah, but then you got to pay for parking. You got to find this. You got to find that.
And God forbid you want a beer.
Yeah, exactly. It's $18 for a fucking cup of beer.
Yeah, people. Fucking all power to everybody going to the Lincoln Financial show for Shane, but fuck that.
Then you got to be stuck in traffic for 3 hours.
That's so big. It's so many. It's 80,000 people.
Props to doing that. Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch. I mean, somebody offered me the money to do it. Obviously, I don't foresee ever being at that level. But I don't know if I'd want to watch comedy in a stadium.
I mean,
don't
it's
know, I mean,
okay. I saw like
I
Rogan.
think it would be more fun, like as a festival atmosphere kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like maybe the Burt thing, the like
Fully Loaded
thing, like where it's kind of more of a festival, like a vibe kind of thing. But like just going to see like my favorite. I mean, like I don't know if I want to see that in a arena. Like fucking kudos to anybody who can do that and sell that.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not taking away anything. I just don't know if I want to, as a comedy fan, would want to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pain in the ass.
I just think at that level, he's going to bring out all his friends from Philly, like all the big guys,
Right.
and make it worth it, like a festival would be.
Okay.
Like you're paying, hopefully is what you would hope. Yeah,
Right.
That's how I would think. You bring out the guys that he grew up with in Philly, that gave him like Big J Okerson will probably come out, guys like that.
Yeah,
and
for
then
sure.
it'll be like, hey, I paid for a festival ticket.
That would make it worth it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I guess that's true. You get to see like a bunch of like big comedians rather than just seeing like one person.
And that's him kind of
Yeah,
sharing the
tracks.
love.
Yeah,
For sure.
With it.
Yeah. City of Brotherly Love. Yeah. And I mean, I saw like, and I can't imagine the Shane's like not even that high because I saw like Rogan in an arena. It wasn't fucking Lincoln Financial Field, but it was like, well, I guess it was in Pittsburgh, so it was the Paints Arena. I guess it was where they play hockey. Had to be, right? That's the only other sport. It definitely wasn't the baseball field and it wasn't the football field, so it has to be. They don't have any
Yeah, it has
other
to be
teams. But yeah, and it was just like it was sick, and he's like higher energy. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this like? Like, how does Nate Bargatze do these? He's so, you know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
not that hype.
and he's got old people in there. He's got
Exactly,
all types
yeah.
of people.
Oh, there's poor old people having to go through all that traffic to go see Nate Bargatze. That sucks. I never thought
4
about
o'clock show.
Yeah, exactly. 4 o'clock on a Sunday. Leave church service to go to the Nate Bargatze show.
that. Selling prune juice instead of beers.
But what level do you guys see yourselves at? Like, what level do you want to get to? Because there's a lot of guys that are making good money just traveling the road or working clubs and stuff. That like, there's so many avenues in comedy that some guys don't even know about.
Right.
I feel like some guys get into this and they see all the glitz and glamour, and they see, especially from around here, they see Shane doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can fucking do that. I can tell a couple racist jokes and go up there. No, there's an art to what he's doing up there.
There's
you know
an
what I
art
mean?
to those racist jokes.
Yeah, exactly. There's just there's people that are special, and he's one of those guys. It just happens to be. But like, there's guys who are also special that don't
I
want
think culturally,
the spotlight.
I think culturally he landed at a spot where he got canceled from SNL or fired or whatever, and then there was a whole lot of people I think ready to push back against that, like the cancel culture and that kind of thing. I think he just kind of landed in that perfect storm,
Yeah.
and came out on the other side of it.
Yeah, also, he was like doing okay before that, and he's funny.
I mean,
so
doing
luckily-
okay,
Exactly.
doing
Like,
okay enough
luckily
to get SNL.
Yeah,
he's doing
exactly,
okay,
yeah.
but
without,
I think
without, I don't know if you know the story, without a audition, really.
right.
Like, he didn't even try to get it. They wanted him. I don't know. Yeah.
It was just his stand up.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do, or he was doing Gillian Keeves and shit too. But
Yeah, but I don't even know if that might have been after anyway, or maybe it was.
well,
during.
they had like sketches out because they
Okay.
had like Delco Proper and all that shit. I
Oh,
think he was
that's
a part
right.
of. Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that to take anything away from like the talent is there, but the talent was there to meet. I think culturally, the culture was
Yeah.
ready for him.
Yeah, it's a
Well, and then
perfect
when it's-
scenario type of thing. Yeah.
And then when it's like something like that, and it's not like, it's like, well, he didn't drug and 32 women. Why are you? Why are you acting like you have him on like a? I remember seeing like articles and stuff comparing him to Cosby and R. Kelly. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
right.
Like,
and
what are we
that,
talking
that
about
I think
right
was
now?
the pushback where people were like, no, and I think enough people like
Yeah,
pushed
yeah.
back enough.
Perfect
that, you know,
storm type of thing. Yeah. But then you, on the same note, you got to give him the compliment of him taking that lightning in a bottle moment and capitalizing on it and taking it so far.
Yeah, he didn't go hide. He didn't go. You know,
He did go
for
hide
sure,
with
for-
Stanhope for a little while. So
Well,
I'm
that was the
kidding.
pandemic.
I'm kidding. I know.
Yeah.
It was during the pandemic. Literally quarantined.
To answer your question, if I could make a living at it, that would be amazing. If I didn't have to have like a quote unquote real job and I could just do comedy and or maybe like comedy writing. I've kind of thought about like exploring that avenue. I know very little about it. So yeah, if I could make a living at doing it, I don't need to be selling arenas. I don't need to, making a living.
Yeah,
would be awesome. So
yeah, probably same. Yeah, I mean the club. I mean, I like the clubs, so I don't. I mean, obviously, I haven't done any theaters, so maybe maybe I like the theaters, but I don't. That's all really unnecessary. Especially when you look at like some of the numbers that people can make doing clubs, it's like you don't need to do theaters.
Right.
Like theaters, yeah, I'm sure it's. I don't know what those numbers are like. That's crazy money. I don't even know what that feels like. But yeah, if I could make even as much as I make at the fucking post office, you know what I mean? Like it'd be fantastic.
Exactly.
That'd be just enough,
a living. Like I mean, bringing up Stanhope, like that's the dream.
That is the dream, honestly.
Live in the middle of nowhere. You're unbothered. You kind of work when you want. You can go and sell tickets, sell out any club you want to go to. You don't need to do the arenas. Like he could build on that and get bigger, but he doesn't want that.
Yeah,
because he wants to maintain his life as it is.
Yeah, that is another problem. I have like no desire to be famous.
Yeah, I can stay away from that. I really don't.
Yeah, I just don't.
Yeah, he bailed on L.A. and just moved to the middle of nowhere, Arizona, and like he can just go to the Safeway down the. He talks about just going to the Safeway and just.
Yeah, you know what I want? I want Dave Attell's career. Actually,
that's what I was just thinking. I was
like Dave Attell. Like comics are like he's awesome.
He's the best, but he doesn't have to be everywhere.
Yeah,
all
he
at
can
once
be anonymous in most places.
That was wild when we saw him at the Cellar. I don't know if you saw him, but like when we went.
Yeah, we were getting pizza.
Yeah, we were, and he just kind of like walked into the night.
He just disappeared into the night.
He was just walking down the street like
a mirage. You were just like,
it's exactly what
looking homeless.
Was that Dave Attell?
Yeah, we saw him at the Cellar for the late show, and then after the show, it was like, well, there's a pizza spot right like
on the corner.
Yeah, on the corner. So we went there. We were getting pizza, and just Dave Attell walks by.
That's funny.
We're just like, was that
and just walks alone.
Just disappears
alone down the street. Like, there's not a mob of people around him. Like he like did the handshaking at leaving, and then just walked into the night. Like it was wild,
like a fucking western where you can't do the whistle thing.
But that's all that's why I'm jealous that we didn't grow up in the old school comedy like lifestyle, because those guys were hitting the road and having fun.
Yeah,
like those guys were having so much fun. Now with all these phones and all this extra shit, it's so hard because we gotta have a social media presence and gotta do this and gotta do that, learn to be a marketer. And some guys were just funny and they were getting booked just for being funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't even know if I don't even know how much, like it'd be sick to win the lot, because I like doing comedy. I don't really care about doing the other work. Right. So it'd be sick to just like fucking man. If I hit the lottery, that would be sick. Because then I can do whatever.
Just get on stages.
Yeah, I don't even have to make money.
That would be the goal: is to get successful enough where you can hire people to do all that shit.
Well,
so make a living and hire people to do all the social media, all the bullshit, so you can just tell jokes.
Comedy,
yeah. So I guess you already said your goal. Your goal is to. Do it enough to understand it to then be able to produce and direct others and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I want to. It brings me satisfaction to see other people succeed and help them achieve their goals. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of funny motherfuckers that just don't, like you said, don't have this side of it. And I've been around cameras and audio equipment my whole life. Mm-hmm. I was recording rap albums. I was putting together mixtapes. I was doing all types of stuff. I was recording documentaries before YouTube really got popular.
Yeah. Fuck, sorry. You could have been on that.
Yeah, I just every time the curve went up, I just hopped off because I was afraid of success and like life got in the way. Mm-hmm. Not that I was hanging around the wrong people, I was just making the wrong choices.
Yeah.
And then at 17, my mom passes away, and I was gonna make a decision for college. I was gonna make a decision on what I wanted to do with my life. And when that happened, it was just like, I'm just going to drink myself to death.
Yeah.
So I hopped on that wave and just threw away all my passions for a long, long time. Mm. And then it wasn't until my daughter was born, like my youngest daughter. And I was just like, oh shit, I have to get my life together.
Yeah. Oh man, I got to work. I got to do this now.
Yeah. It was just like, I really got to like get this together. Cause I was real selfish with just like the way I was treating myself and my body. Mm-hmm. Got addicted to a lot of substances and went through a lot of shit. But then the pandemic hit, and it was like, yo, you gotta get this shit together. The baby was just born, and so I just picked myself up by my bootstraps, like they say, and just fucking went to work. And now I just want to see other people succeed, because a lot of people don't believe in themselves, and that's what this 1075 and Friends thing really like was created for other people to believe in themselves and have a safe space to like express themselves.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, hell yeah.
that's awesome.
Speaking of how do these showcases work? Is it everything intertwined? Is it poetry first? Like, what's the?
So this is a real funny story. I was thinking about this on my way up here. So my first show, I didn't know how to run a show at all. So I didn't know about giving people the light. I didn't know about none of that. I just was so desperate to put a show together that I was thinking like an hour of poetry, an hour of music, an hour of comedy, not realizing that that's a long ass time for people to sit down.
I was curious because I'm like, this is gonna be a long.
Yeah, so it's evolved. It's evolved from having like 5 to 10 of each category to having like 3 poets that'll take up 30 minutes of the show. So the night will start off, the doors open at 7, and we'll have live music playing. So like I implement live musicians, like local musicians. He'll be covering songs and stuff. At 8 o'clock we'll get started with the poetry. We have a DJ, so I'll need like your walkout song and stuff.
Oh, word.
But we got a DJ to play music in between. We give like 2 5-minute intermissions. People go smoke, take a piss, whatever. And then after poetry, we do comedy. 7-minute sets, 9 guys. That's an hour of comedy.
Sick.
So we just punch them all out. I try to get guys, like for this show, you were a perfect addition because all of our guys, we have one high energy guy, like one real, and that's Tez.
Okay. Yeah.
So we put him up early, and he sets the tone for everybody. And then
This is cool. I just met him at the Church
of Satire.
Baptism show or whatever. He's a cool dude.
I get baptized March 6th, by
Nice.
the way.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. But Tez, I met Tez the first night he ever did comedy. And I was just like, bro, you have to come. I had a show coming up in that June. I was like, I need you to come to this show. Because he's a tone setter. So we have him set the tone, and then we bring Emerald out to tell a couple stories. And then right there, you just come in. Everybody just comes in and starts hitting with jokes. And the crowd is warmed up and they're ready to go. And it's beautiful because they just came from being down with the poetry. Like, poetry hits the emotions. Women are crying. Guys are like, oh, shit, whatever. So energy right off the top. Tez hits them in the face. We do an hour of comedy. It doesn't even feel like an hour. It feels like so quick. Everybody's like, wait, already? And then we finish the night off with 2 musicians. They'll come out. They'll do their songs while people wrap up their drinks and wrap up their food and all that. And then,
That sounds like a really cool format. Like,
we've condensed it from 3.5 hours to an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the sweet spot.
Yeah,
that's like the sweet spot for podcasts and for live shows.
Yeah.
Now a concert, maybe you go fucking probably as long as you want, depending on the concert. But that's if you're seeing your favorite artist in an arena or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you want more. You're like, all right, give me fucking 2. I paid a lot of money for this. Give me 3.
Yeah, like music festivals and shit. Yeah. No, yeah, I just had to learn the game. Like, I didn't even do comedy at my first show. That following Thursday, I went to the Zone for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I dressed like a substitute teacher, went up on stage, told a few crappy jokes, and I got off, and a bunch of guys were like real supportive. And I was like, oh, this is actually going to be fun.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So I just committed to it. And then the shows just evolved from there. We've done them at nursing homes. We've done them at strip clubs. We've done them in banks. We've done them everywhere. Like, you can tell a joke anywhere.
You better chill with the bank. I don't know if you want to. There's a lot of jokes you can't tell in a bank.
No, it was an abandoned bank that they turned into like an art exhibit. And the green room was the safe.
Oh, that's sick.
That shit was cool.
I played a place like that in Baltimore doing music. It was called The Vault.
Okay.
It was a former bank that was.
There was a pizza chain up around in York that was called The Vault. They had I think they had like 2 different locations, and they were both old banks that they turned into pizza spots.
That's fire.
Yeah.
So starting stand up, did you have any expectations going in, and did anything kind of like, was anything like you expected, and conversely, was anything like, oh, I expected, this is way different than I expected?
It was way different than I expected.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't expect open mic comedy to be open mic comedy. I expected to see what I saw on TV.
Yeah.
I even
for sure.
I even had like this weird delusion that I was gonna get on stage and be smashing the mic, you know what I mean? But then I got up there and the lights got hot and shit, and I started hearing myself speaking. It was like, oh no, this is way different.
Yeah.
Where did you say your first one was at the? You said it was
at the Zone. Yeah.
Yeah. So those monitors are loud as fuck.
Hell yeah.
You got
And
those lights
right in your face. I didn't know what I was walking into at all.
Yeah. And one thing that kind of helped when you did POV, was it in the small room up front?
Small room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because we used to do it in the big room, and it got sad when it was not a lot of people.
It was like 2 or 3 people there.
Yeah, because it's like God knows how 500 people could fit in that room. I don't even know how the big room.
I don't know.
Like a ton of people, and it's like that one good thing about that room starting out was like you were completely blind. So it was like, oh, I don't even feel anxious. I'm looking at nothing. I see black. I see no humans.
I think that would be better than seeing 2 or 3 people in the front row.
Yeah.
And they're face deep in wings, and you're trying to get them to look up at you.
Right.
Yeah.
Or worse, they're just like
scrolling their phone. Yeah, exactly.
Karen on her phone.
And then going into it, you don't know that guys are looking at their notes and shit. So you're self-conscious, like, oh shit, they're not even paying attention. These guys are just as worried as you are, brother. Like, just get through your shit and get out of here.
Yeah.
That's what I should have told myself, but
Karen is looking at her phone. She is actually looking at her phone.
yeah, she's scrolling Facebook.
Yeah, she's scrolling Facebook, but she's a mom, so she still hears the jokes.
Yeah, she got
I think a few weeks ago I got her with something. And I was just like, I was looking at her way when I said like a punchline or whatever, and she started laughing. And I'm like, oh, she's fucking listening to me.
Yeah,
she heard that
she
shit
just needed
anyway.
her mind stimulated for a minute.
Yeah, she got 6 kids. She needs more stimulation than an open mic comedian.
Exactly.
Can handle.
That's the only place she doesn't hear the word mom. It's the only place they call her by her name.
I'll start calling her mom.
I'm sure she'd love that.
If you call her mom or honey, she might fucking flip out. You might see her fucking eyeballs pop out of her head. She's
coming on soon as returning as a guest. We'll have to ask her.
I love her. She's amazing. She's funny as shit. I like the quirkier comics. Like I like people who are unapologetically themselves. Like Lennon Free.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love Lennon, bro.
Yeah.
From the first day I met him, I was just like, yo, this guy is fucking rock. Like, this guy's cool as shit.
Yeah.
And then, like, Dom is a character himself.
Hell yeah.
What's up, bro?
Big Dom.
Yeah, you think Big Dom's gonna... No.
It's not bad.
Yeah, he's
not a bad impression.
I love Dom, bro. But those are the kind of guys I hung out with in high school, too. So comedy is just meeting guys that are just like me. Like, I'm weird as fuck. I just got to find the confidence to let it out. Yeah, comedy. That's where it was different. I didn't expect to meet as many friends as I do or as I did. Yeah.
That is a pretty cool thing. Yeah, it's like hanging out. I mean, going to the Zone is like 30 comics.
Yeah,
just get to hang out the whole night. It's pretty sick. Yeah, it's always a fun hang.
And then 15 you don't want to hang out with.
Yeah, exactly. And they're asking you for advice or asking you about a bit. Hey, do you say a joke about this? You know I say a joke about that. Why would you even ask me? That's actually my bit, word for word. But that's the cool thing about these shows that we do is like the after hang. Like that's what I look forward to the most is getting the guys that are performing and stuff. Like, yo, we're gonna go to a private area where we can have drinks and get food and hang out. And that's where I became friends with like Alex Webb and Andrew Brooks and Jesse James, is they came to hang out afterwards and we just like ordered pizza and talked shit for 3 hours.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's always the best part about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it is always sick.
So you brought up food. We talk a lot about food on this podcast. Favorite food?
I'd say authentic Mexican food.
Okay.
Like tacos, tortillas, burritos, rice, all that good shit. Like I'll eat a whole bag of tortilla chips by myself in one sitting. I've
been
Mexican
seeing that
food.
online where like you see that like the concept of eating like 8 tortillas is like wild, but you'll just eat a bag of tortilla chips like it's nothing. Like
Yep. I eat 2 tortillas, I feel bad. I'm like, oh, I ate 2 tacos, I'm good. I eat a whole bag of tortilla chips. I'm like, shit.
I never thought about that. That's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
I just had tortilla chips too for dinner, actually. It's leftover from the Super Bowl. I ordered DoorDash in the middle, and we're sitting here watching Bad Bunny eating Mexican food. I'm like, this is crazy. I didn't even try this. This is amazing.
is there a Puerto Rican food that is like a must have or or that gives you that like ratatouille moment. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like for me with Greek, it's probably pasticcio because I had it like every Christmas. It's like a pasta dish and it looks Italian but does not taste Italian. So it's kind of like, it was, to me, being young, it was mind blowing. Do you have that? Is there any Puerto Rican food that like kind of like takes you back? Like, you know?
Yeah. I think this is more like in my household type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa makes this like stewed pork, but he makes it with like a tomato base and he puts vegetables in it. And he just makes, it's like you take pork chops, boneless pork chops, you stew that with some like corn and stuff. It's a little cheap meal, but you throw that over some white rice and that gives me the ratatouille feeling. That's
yeah, that's funny.
That's like coming home late from a football game and he's got my plate out on the stove under that light. It's like,
yeah, protein, some carbs.
Yeah, just getting it in right before I go to bed. Yeah, my grandpa was the chef in the house. So anything that he cooks pretty much. So I try to emulate a lot of his dishes. But as far as like Puerto Rican culture, like a pig shoulder, like pernil is what they call it, like a pork roast. Everybody has their own iteration of how to do it, but it's a staple at all the holidays, all the birthdays, all of the big events. You get 2 or 3 pig shoulders and you fucking roast those for 6 hours. And
I'm sold.
Yeah. And then
that's
the best is the leftovers. You make sandwiches in the morning. You make, oh man, yeah.
Oh yeah. A lot of stews and shit are like better as leftovers, like because it just gets a chance to sit. Like there's some Greek stews like that, like
there's some stuff that I make that I won't eat fresh, like spaghetti. I don't eat it fresh.
It's gotta be left over.
It's gotta be left over, and then I put it in the frying pan.
It's gotta be all congealed, and then
it has to get into the noodles. Yeah, it's gotta be. I literally will make spaghetti and I won't eat it the first day. It's not for that.
That's a smart man right there.
It's fine. I can't do it. It's not as good. It's like I don't even want. I'm not hungry for this. I'm hungry for when it's better. Like I don't want those leftovers.
Do you have one of those? Like a ratatouille like moment dish?
Fucking
like,
probably that. It's probably the spaghetti.
The leftover
my dad
spaghetti?
my dad always made it, and I figured I finally got it down, so now I can do it.
You ever do some rascal shit and eat the cold spaghetti out of the fridge?
Oh hell yeah!
No, actually, I've never been a cold food person,
bro. Cold spaghetti is just like cold pizza. It's fucking
I can,
top notch.
I can eat it for, especially if it's gonna be something. It's gonna be cold pizza or spaghetti. But I just never been the type to eat cold food. I just don't.
I'll cold pizza. But cold spaghetti, it's something like it's kind of one of those things where it's in a dish, it's in the fridge. I open the fridge and I'm like,
might as well just eat it.
Let me just grab a handful. I'll just like take a bite, and then I find myself like standing at the fridge, just eating handfuls of spaghetti.
You're fucking mid boxers.
Yeah, you go upstairs, you got spaghetti stains on your fucking face. She's like, "Were you eating spaghetti?" No. What are you talking about?
You got white t-shirt and spaghetti stains all over it. Look like Winnie the Pooh.
That's hilarious.
That is hilarious. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other ratatouille. When you say ratatouille, is that the movie?
It's
like
that.
I kind of get the context what you're saying.
It's that dish that like transports you like kind of back in time. Like it's comfort food. It's nostalgic. It kind of just gives you that like homey feeling.
That would be it for me. It's either that or like tuna noodle casserole.
Word.
Because that shit was very cheap. I've realized now that it was because we didn't have that much money. It was you get some fucking cream of mushroom soup, throw it in the fucking bowl with.
The only reason I eat Spam with eggs is because I was broke as fuck. That's still a cheap, good meal.
That was the one thing we never had was Spam. I don't know why. Probably because my mom must not have liked it. That's probably it. They didn't like it, and they're like, "No, you're not getting."
We talk about spaghetti though. The best is, what kind of noodles do you guys like with your spaghetti? Do you just like the angel hair like spaghetti, or
I don't
thicker one, like the regular?
I don't like angel hair. It's like too thin.
Yeah.
I actually won another kind of ratatouille dish is spaghetti, but with bucatini.
Okay.
Because I'm Greek on my dad's side, and my grandfather would make spaghetti with bucatini, which is like spaghetti, but it's thicker and it's hollow.
Yeah.
So you kind of get that like really cool slurp, and the sauce like gets in it. So that kind of hits.
I think recently in America they started calling that shit long macaroni.
Yeah. My grandfather called it all pasta macaroni.
Yeah.
It was just, if it was.
My grandpa did too. Yeah. Old school immigrant shit. Yeah. Do you speak Greek?
I know these 4 words, and I know shit, just skata. Malaka, which is
Malaka means like fucker or whatever.
Jerk off, like one who masturbates, I think is the actual thing. But you're basically calling him a jerk off, and probably one or two racist things.
Hell yeah, we all got. That's how we all learn.
Yeah.
Anytime we have white friends, we teach them the worst shit possible first.
Well, every time white people learn a new language, that's what they learn first. So
and anytime I learn like an Asian language or something, they teach me all the bad shit first. Yeah.
What are those 4 words?
This is it's Sikase Akuse Mathe Mila. It's silence, listen, learn, speak. And this was given, like the saying was given to me by a friend of mine, the one who got me into comedy. I used to work for him at a bagel shop. Shout out Jason. And
shape of a bagel.
Yeah, facts. I was just looking.
But he kind of gave me this saying. I don't know if it was a clever way to be like, you should probably shut the fuck up before you speak, but it's silence, listen, learn, speak in that order.
You said the last one was Mila?
Yep.
That's why my daughter never shuts the fuck up. Her name literally says talk. Her name literally means talk.
That's so funny.
All she does is fucking talk. That's funny.
We're bringing the cultures together here.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
I like
Was your friend Greek?
Yeah, he's Greek.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, no, he's Chinese. I don't know why he gave me Greek
No,
words.
he was Arabic. Yeah. He had a big Chinese tattoo on his neck. That's funny.
That's good.
No, that is cool though. I like that. So, have you ever visited?
No.
That's
one of the dreams. That was another question I was going to ask. Do you have any like dream places to go? Like for me, it's Greece and Japan. Would be on the bucket list. I've been right over the border into Canada, just like the little touristy area. It wasn't even like, and then right over the border into Mexico. But other than that, I've never been outside of the States. So
okay, I've been to Puerto Rico multiple times, so I'm like, that's not on the bucket list anymore.
Right.
But I do want to visit more of the Caribbean. Like I want to make the tour throughout Jamaica, Cuba, Dominican Republic, Haiti, all them places, just to see like the similarities and the differences. But as far as like international, Greece and Italy are 2 places I want to go.
Hell yeah.
Just because I'm like real into like ancient history and like seeing all that kind of shit. Like seeing just buildings, the way they were built and shit like that. That's the kind of stuff I want to go see.
Hell yeah.
And those are the 2 first places I want to start.
Greece.
Go
see where democracy started before we ruined it.
Did we ruin it or did we make it better?
We're making it great again.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they're going back to Greek. They got boys and everything.
They got it all.
Fair enough. For me, Greece and Japan. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that a while ago.
My wife and kids want to go to Japan. They're like really into anime and shit. My kids know more Japanese than they do Spanish.
That's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard you on that podcast. You were saying that you're not teaching them Spanish so you can talk shit.
Yeah.
That's genius.
That's one of my bits on stage. I don't teach my kids that so I could talk shit about them and they have plenty of life to learn. If other people can learn a language, why can't my kids learn it?
Yeah.
But
when you're 18, you're allowed to learn another language.
yeah, exactly. If I catch you with Duolingo on your phone, you're gonna be grounded, buddy.
Like, hey, what is it? Oh, Pornhub, you're good.
Yeah.
Growing up, were you speaking both? Like, did you learn both simultaneously, or were you? How does that?
The first few years before I started school, it was all Spanish because my grandparents.
Okay.
They spoke to me mostly in Spanish. Mm-hmm. But at a certain point, especially back in the day, as a Puerto Rican, you were told to speak English outside, speak Spanish inside.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Just because they wanted us to assimilate. A lot of like our grandparents and shit had the trauma of coming over here and being muted. Like there was a lot of laws that didn't let them be who they were. Mm-hmm. So they had to assimilate. So if they were lighter skinned like my grandma was, she had an easier time assimilating than my grandfather who was a little darker skinned. And it's just like stuff you learn as you go. Mm-hmm. I kind of forgot the question. My bad. Went on a tangent.
I'm kind of fascinated about that because I'm watching my 2-year-old learn words in English and that kind of thing. So like I'm fascinated about that. Like I listened to a podcast with a Korean and then like talking about like growing up and speaking English and Korean. So I'm kind of fascinated about kind of simultaneously learning two languages at once. Because as an adult, or like say I took Spanish in high school, but you're already a fully formed English speaker learning Spanish through that filter. I'm fascinated about the human brain, like learning two languages simultaneously.
Yeah, it's possible because they spoke to me in both languages, but you always choose a more dominant one. So like English was for me because I had more black friends growing up. All my friends were black. At a certain point when they got older, they learned the culture and learned different words and were able to communicate with my family and stuff in Spanish. But that was just what I leaned more towards. There's some families that are strict about it. Like in this house, it's only Spanish and Spanish only.
Okay.
In other places, it's we speak both, but sometimes the parents speak in Spanish to the kid and the kid answers in English.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I speak to my grandparents.
Okay.
Just because my brain thinks in English. The subtitles are in English, so anything that's coming out, it's going to be all chopped up.
Yeah, it is impressive to just be able to like flip it like that. Just like because my one of my like friends growing up was Dominican, and his mom, she spoke English kind of, I guess, fine, but she just like chose not to a lot of times. And then he would just say what she was saying.
It's just comfort.
And it's just people, like, it's funny. It's like cool to just be like fucking an instant translation. It's like, it's fucking better than AI.
Yeah.
Like you're instantly translating what she just said. It's like crazy fast.
And then my dad talks about growing up, and his grandmother was Greek, obviously, and like basically only spoke Greek, but they didn't really. So he didn't always understand what she was saying. Like he could pick up little things here and there, but he wasn't learning both at the same time. Like, you know what I mean?
So my kids, I would consider them no sabo kids. No sabo kids, it's come from a phrase where if we ask you something in Spanish and you say no sé, that means I don't know.
Right.
If you say no sabo, because sabo is a past tense of sé. So it's like I knew or I know, right? So if you say no sabo, we knew you were straight American. You weren't getting taught Spanish. Like a lot of New York Puerto Ricans grow up that way.
Okay.
They're so disassociated from the island that they see themselves as something different. So they have their own culture. And a lot of them don't know Spanish. They can't even get through 3 words in a sentence without being like, listen, I don't know what's going on here. Yeah. And that's where some parents fail their kids because you got to teach them. You got to teach them just so they can communicate with their family. Some kids can't even communicate with their grandparents. Right. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah,
I think it could like do. I think it probably does a service to your brain. Like it probably lends itself to comedy in a way if you can grow up having those two languages, because you're being able to see something in different perspectives. I don't know if I'm making sense right here, but like, and I could be full of shit, but I feel like that would be like an advantage. Kind of like they tell you to like have kids like learn music early. It can stimulate parts of the brain, and so I feel like it could lend itself to comedy to where you can see things from one thing from different perspectives.
It's almost different angles. Yeah. That's what you're saying. Yeah, actually, they say that like learning shit like that when you get older is like insanely beneficial to your fucking brain.
Right.
Like like learning anything, any type of like new motor skill, also, or like learning like I think I want to like start learning, try to learn Spanish. I wonder how difficult that'd be to do while I'm delivering mail. I wonder how.
In this day and age, it's probably easier.
Yeah.
Especially if you have like Audible books or whatever.
For sure, yeah.
You can listen to it. You'll pick up on stuff.
Yeah, I'm just driving down the fucking road delivering mail. My customers are like, "What does he do? Just fucking no coma essay, just fucking talking to myself."
Yeah, but that's
just
how you
practicing,
learn. And then once you learn one of the I call them base languages, which is like Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, you'll be able to pick up on other things from those three.
Yeah, different dialects and stuff.
Yeah, because
which is the best one? Which is the most universal?
The best one. That's
I meant
the most
well,
universal.
Puerto Rican is the best one.
That's the wrong way to ask that question.
The best ones are the easiest one would be Spanish, or it's the most universal.
Yeah, that's what I
because
meant
they
to
speak
say.
it in Spain. They even speak it in Europe, like different places in Europe. A lot of people speak Spanish, but Portuguese is just like 1 degree removed from Spanish.
Okay. Yeah.
A lot of the words, like if I watch UFC and I'm watching a UFC fighter who's Brazilian speak, I can pick up on what he's saying. I could get the gist of it.
Yeah,
It'd probably be like you being able to pick up on what your friend and his mom are talking about.
For sure. Yeah.
I mean, once you like listen to it enough, you're like, oh, that means this. This means that. Because the etymology of all the words actually, like you can tell what word came from what. Like in Greece, I might be confused, but shirt is camis. In Spanish, it's camisa.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So there's a lot of similarities.
Latin-based languages.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's those are the words I was looking for. I'm just not as smart.
No, I saw that firsthand. I used to work for a guitar shop, guitar dealer, and he had like a friend, like any kind of like construction or any kind of like work that like we would need done to the shop or even to his house. The main guy was Spanish, and then there was 3 guys. 1 or 2 of them were Portuguese, 1 or 2 of them were Spanish. Sometimes they'd have to translate for each other, but for the most part, they could communicate. They were all kind of saying the same words, but with different inflection or dialect.
And if you've ever seen 2 guys who don't speak English like speak to each other, like if one's Chinese and one's Puerto Rican, they're gonna figure that shit out.
Yeah.
They're gonna mime that shit out, and they're gonna by the end of it, they're gonna be best friends drinking a beer together. I've seen it firsthand. My stepdad barely knew English. Like he's a truck driver and all that. He was learning English as I was growing up, but he'll meet anybody from any nationality and be their best friend by the end of the interaction. Because he'll just call everybody motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker, you okay? Okay, come on, motherfucker. And just take you under his arm and be like, come on, motherfucker.
They get the same like pantomimes for like just trying to figure out. It's like, all right, well, when I was trying to explain that last week, fucking that's what I did. So that's what he's, all right, I got it.
Oh, your car's broken. I got you. All right. I'll check your alternator. Don't worry about it.
Well, I guess before we wrap up, plug your podcasts. Yeah. Tell everybody about your podcast. Let's tell everyone about the show and the 1075.
Well, first and foremost, thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate
Thanks
it.
for
This
coming.
is the first podcast I've done in a long time.
Nice.
Yeah. 1075 and Friends, Saturday, February 14th, 2026. Poetry, comedy, music. For those of you who know, you guys know how we do it. We have a great time. We're going to have food for sale by Sharona. Sharona sells all types of good stuff. She'll have Marry Me pasta. She'll have a fried chicken dish. She'll have a shrimp dish for sale. We got DJ Freshie in the building. We got Luther Tyree opening up the doors for us at 7 p.m. 8 p.m. we'll get the show started with some poetry. We'll slide into some comedy with some of our best and favorite comedians, Jesse James Martin, Matt Moyer, Emerald Stoney, Joe Roman. They'll all be there. And then we'll end your night with some music. $10 a ticket. I think that's the best value you can get, especially for you late guys who don't know how to plan stuff ahead of time.
He's on the show too, right?
Yeah, Sean Dickensheets is actually with us. I'm sorry. I was in a zone there. I was just like spaced out. But
Well,
Sean,
it's Mike Boyer too, right?
Mike Boyer, yeah, we got 9 comedians there. I was just naming a few off the top of my head, but
I might leave the wife at home on Valentine's Day and come watch.
it'll be a good show.
Sounds like a good show.
You can come on out. I might be able to slide you on stage if you come out. But yeah, 1075 on everything. 1075 on Facebook. 1075 on Instagram. On YouTube, the 1075 podcast hosted by me and Emerald Stoney, my co-host. 1075 on everything. I think this is the beginning of a good thing. These guys are doing great work over here. I appreciate you guys having me.
Thanks for coming.
This was real
Appreciate
fun.
you coming on. Like I said, like one of the most fun things about this podcast is like getting to know and getting to meet people, and this was no exception to that. So
Yeah, this was awesome. Thank you.
yeah.
got anything else?
I don't think so.
Oh, should we plug?
Oh yeah. On Friday night, if you're
Yeah, I
in
guess we should
Harrisburg,
plug our
go to
shows.
the show at ABC Brewing ABC Brewing Company. Ariel, Elias, I'm hosting.
The Abbey Bar? Or Abbey?
Abbey Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, wrong place.
Is that what it's called? The Abbey Bar?
It's the Abbey Bar.
Yeah, it's the Abbey Bar.
Check their social medias.
Yeah,
to make sure.
check. You follow us.
Yeah. Yeah, you're hosting. I think I'm just doing a guest spot, and she's probably bringing like a feature. Or,
I guess so. I didn't set it up, so I don't really know what's going on. I know I'm hosting. That's all I know.
Right. But it's Ariel, Elias
Yes.
in Harrisburg, Abbey Bar.
Catch these guys anywhere they go. They're both funny as shit. They're both working their asses off, and they're consistent as hell. The only thing we need is support, and support is free.
Hell yeah.
That's all we need.
I mean, you can support us with money too, but
Donate to the Cash Apps that are on screen.
we'll see you next Thursday.
Take it easy.
See you guys.